I needed to go live. I needed to go live because look, guys, these guys are live from watching the game.
There you go.
It's what time is it, Tim, in Italy?
1:51 a.m.
Why are you not sleeping? Don't tell me you stayed up for the special podcast.
100%, Vinny. We knew you would be on. I said it. I said they're gonna do a live. Let's stay up. No, but in that too, actually, we did actually say that. But
Please
um,
show who else is on camera. Everybody
he's
is
coming.
slow.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
He's
He's just
coming.
freshening up a little.
Timmy, talk to
So
me, man.
we got home. We got home from the game at, or back to the Airbnb at 1 a.m. or 12:50 a.m.
12:50.
There you go. Look with
Facebook
the
Frank
freshening
live in
vision.
the house. What's happening, Frankie? Look at you. So you guys got there, watched the game. I know people like
Wow.
complaining about
Wow.
this game, but talk to me, man. Talk to me. How was it from both your perspectives?
So
This
you
game
go
here.
first. I'm gonna start by saying, out of luck. So the stop, literally, like Vinny, right in front of our Airbnb, is the stop that goes to the San Siro.
And
Nice.
that was I only picked the Airbnb because the guy who owns the place is a Milan supporter.
I
We were
like.
chatting back. We were chatting back and forth. I go, listen, I'm coming for the game. I got one question to ask: Nerazzurro or Rossonero? And he goes, Rossonero. I go, okay, sold.
That's the way
So
we
we got on the bus, showed up. We got off one stop early because we saw the scarves and stuff and all the things. So I bought the game scarf for, that says
Half and half.
the half and half. I bought that. We start walking. We see the porchetta stand, the panino stand.
Got 3 beers and some
You
porchetta
can't-
sandwiches.
Guys,
can't
what
go
was
wrong
the-
with the
how much
porchetta
do you
stand.
pay for that?
37 euros.
Oh,
3 beers.
so 37 euros, guys. Okay, so 37 euros for 2 paninos, porchetta paninos, and 3 beers. It like the
You
food
wanted
is
to watch Milan, you gotta pay. You gotta pay.
no,
And at
that's
least-
cheap. Oh, but you see, you're in the Montreals,
oh yeah, but
in the
37
Torontos,
euros.
in the Torontos, but in Toronto's 3 beers would have been $45.
First off, a pork banh mi at a TFC game is
Yeah.
like
$20.
$18.
That's the one thing I remember. Like a Heineken was like in the San Siro was like €5. I can't go wrong. Gio, fix your microphone. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but guys, just talk to me. Because I know there's been a lot of negative about today's game. I was able to. I obviously streamed it on our workplace TV. I told the customers, "Look, I'm fucking busy."
You want to start with the positives or the negatives?
No, just tell us how you
honest-
feel, man.
So, guys, it was amazing. So we were right first row up, right to the fields. So at the San Siro it has that like walkway right before the field kind of thing.
I got us in trouble.
We both got in trouble.
Facebook Frank got everyone in trouble because when Giroud scored, I hopped up straight up and bolted right for the railing. And I've never seen Tim move this fast. He was right behind me. He ran 3 like really skinny Latin dudes
God.
right behind me, and then the stewards came in, and after every goal they added more stewards because the 2 gorilla. The 2 gorilla. That's why. So it was pretty funny
So
because
they
you got
must
in
have-
trouble because of
We
Facebook.
I did get in trouble. Listen, I haven't been to a game in 10 years.
Yeah.
Last time I went to a game 10 years ago, Milan lost 4-2 to Parma and we're down a man. 10 years later, they win 4-2, they're up a man. So
By the way, Fuji's and Funyuns is complimenting those drapes, those Airbnb
Oh,
drapes. You got over there, look
Airbnb. You could
that's
Here you go.
my bad.
like- very nice, very nice. But talk to us
colorful.
about the game. I know a lot of the guys were, if you had to follow the chat, a lot of people were negative. How was the atmosphere in the stadium? Was there a lot of, like maybe worrisome at the 3-2? Because guys, honestly,
I'm gonna start off by saying, wow, the Slavia Prague fans were
Really cool.
really cool. They were just as loud,
And
but they didn't stop.
and we think we either saw Brigera or Jankulovsky because
Yeah,
they
two
were
guys there.
walking around like with full on team gear, and it's like they looked fit like players. They could have just been really fit European dudes, but one of them I thought was big. I kept on double taking him. I'm like, Tim, I think that's an ex-player,
Yeah,
but I couldn't tell. because where we're sitting in the section V, we're closer to the Curva Nord.
Yeah.
But we could see the VIP section behind us and all that stuff. But we were front row, so there was a lot of people there, and the SLAVIA supporters were actually very cool, relaxed, just having a good time. That's it, nothing crazy.
Loud, very loud.
How was the stadium? How was the stadium? Let's say, I know what a fantastic goal from them, like to tie it up, but I know a lot of people here were being very negative of how we managed the game. But was that reflective?
It was badly. Listen, I will say,
two bad set plays. What are you gonna do?
It was two bad set plays. But I gotta say that the coaching there for Pioli, he was at a 4-2-4. He had 4 defenders, 2 midfielders, and 4 attackers on
no
it.
sense. It's like you're up a man at 3-1 going into the half. You're up 3-1, up a man. Close it out, carry on with possession, and just go for the jugular. But instead, he just kept on with the press, which was really frustrating. But the game itself, it was 2 bad set pieces, really. Even when it was even strength, SLAVIA didn't look too threatening.
Yeah,
in open play, it was a very even game. Milan had a bit of an advantage, and then once they had the man advantage, you could tell the difference between the two.
Yeah,
but it was night and day. It was a
it's a great game to go to.
Excellent game to watch.
Oh, for sure. Like,
6 goals.
You know what? If this was, let me see if I could find it here. If this was on, where is it? Where's my little? If this was a Giusto del Gol, there would have been a lot of.
Trompetta, squilly trompetta.
There would have been a lot of these.
Yeah,
and when the first Giroud goal went in, the cavalry did come through and almost take out the entire balcony. So
yeah,
but it was a fantastic game. Atmosphere was great.
You guys are going to Empoli on Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay, so first off, like say, were people in the stadium? You were next to Milan fans. Were they complaining as much as the our chat was, or it's like everybody keeps on believing? I know it's easy to be critical after the game, but you guys are there.
We were talking with you.
No, the vocal minority are louder than the majority, and at the stadium was the majority, and they were actually quite positive. Even when the goals went in, it's like peccato, they screwed up on the. They messed up on the set pieces. That kind of thing. No one was getting overly frustrated.
Yeah,
so it's not like Milan Twitter or the Milan tweets or whatever.
Look at Vinny's see look at this live. 2 a.m. in the morning, and you know what? Let me ask you guys this live from the stadium: who would have been your man of the match and flop of the match? Seeing it live.
Man of the match for me would probably it would be Leao, right, for the cross and the 2 assists technically.
For me, because he didn't
he was lazy as hell.
And we were literally 15 feet away from him. We saw him
the whole first half.
We saw him going up, and there was times he was ahead of Giroud on plays off the ball, and it's like, buddy, you got to be behind him. You're the catalyst. He was good, but man of the match for me, and I know everyone's like, "Oh, he stole a goal," but I didn't see him stop running the entire 90 minutes. Pulisic,
but he doesn't stop.
Hulkamania himself.
He doesn't stop.
He did not quit. He was just.
I am a real American.
He was all over the place. He didn't stop running.
Scary moment with that red card because he got a really bad tackle.
So we don't see the replays, right? No. So when I saw that, I was like, "Whoa, what happened? No VAR, no nothing." Then we saw the highlights after, and I was like, "Yeah, okay, it's right to his shin through his feet."
We saw it, and I was like, "Ooh." We were both like, "Ooh, that's rough." And we saw the red. Like,
you know what? I want to get Mr. Gio, because Gio, he was very on Florenzi. He's a liability. Gio, he has 2 assists. Come on, man.
Vinny, take your drunk glasses off. He sucked the last 5 games. Let's start being fucking honest. A yellow card.
He wasn't any better.
Hold on, Gio. But let's be effing honest. We watched him live. We saw him right in front of us the first half. He wasn't a liability. He actually played fairly well. And once again, the goals that went in were set pieces, which has been a weak point for Milan all year. What was that?
Kyrie, the legs are done. I think they cannot like run back track. But anyway,
They were playing
but
counter the whole game.
No, but he wasn't. Listen. He wasn't as bad as everyone makes him out to seem. He wasn't as bad as everyone makes him out to seem. That Florenzi this, Florenzi that.
No, I know. No, I think he's second man of the match according to FootMob. He got like a 7.7. I was like,
No,
what?
he played well.
He played well. And
he was very feisty. When it was 1-1 and they were getting those corners in a row in succession, he was going to the corner flag. He went to everybody just trying to get the crowd into it, and everyone just roared and all that.
Yeah.
As Tim
Guys,
said,
by the way, I'm gonna go to everybody's question. If you guys need to go to bed, let us know. Just cut off the feed. Look at these guys. Look at these guys. They're live after the match. They got Empoli on Sunday.
I've been up since.
Yo, shout out to Fabio, man. Fabio was effed up, man.
It's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Fab.
He
Happy
said that
birthday,
he's been
Fabio.
this messed up for like 10 years. So shout out to
Good
Fabio.
for him. You know what? That's good though. You let loose once in a while.
Vinny, you spent some time with these fine gentlemen live from Milan. Talk to us. Are you part of the negative? Because obviously I had the game on at work. I'm trying to work, but I'm watching the game. I need to go by the Patreon messages, which obviously is all positive. But Vinny, what say you, man? What were your feelings about this game?
Not good at all. This game sucked, but the only thing that made me feel good is I knew that Frank and Timmy were at the game and they were getting a goal fest. And being at that game and hearing the crowd just go buck wild. I was watching it on TV afterwards.
Guys, I teared up.
Yeah,
Vinny, the same spot when they started singing Sarà Perché, I was tearing up. Frank has a video that's going to be released soon. We got some reactions coming soon.
The Giroud goal, we didn't get a reaction.
We got the after.
We were getting the goal. We were getting the Germano Lanzoni announcing because when the goal happened, we were getting pushed back by stewards.
Yeah,
we were getting. I'm surprised we didn't get on camera.
Guys, these guys were kids. Me and Frank looked at them. We're like, all 20 of them, I think we could take on.
You'll get arrested.
It was crazy just hearing.
But the best part is every time that there was a play coming up or even final whistle,
They would all surround us.
they lined up about 8 or 10 of them just kneeling down. I'm like, okay, I did it once, guys. Come on.
If you go and watch the highlights and they get that image, you can see them all kneeling down, so they're not distracting the game. But they're literally every time there was a play, they would come and like surround pretty much the area we were there. I'm like, I'm not gonna run up to the fence this time, okay? God, it was one time we didn't know. I didn't know.
And I let them.
Canadians getting in trouble abroad. I like it.
Of course, it had to be Facebook friends.
It had to be Facebook break. I ran in. Guys, I never ran that fast. It was crazy.
You did the run-in. You did run-in like Seth Rollins did the run-in in the WrestleMania. But Vinny, how about you, man? I know like you're not very happy about this performance. I know it's hard for guys that's watching this game live. Look, I'm always the hopeless romantic. I'm happy we scored the 4th goal. I'm unhappy we weren't able to close the game like Frank was saying before. You're up one man. You come up at 3-1. It was just like, people, bad coaching on this one. Where do you draw the line between bad coaching and maybe not executing what needed to be done?
There's no midfield. So I'm sitting there for the first 15 minutes watching this replay. And all I'm seeing is a vacant midfield. And it was embarrassing. And you know what? It's simple. What's happening is we're trying to play this double pivot that is inexistent at the moment. And what happens is whoever's moving forward and staying back, the person that's forward is behind the defender, back to the defender. He gets the ball, passes it back, and what happens? It goes to the left or it goes to the right. Then they work it to the left and they work it to the right. The thing that is unbelievable that's driving me crazy right now is everybody should know the tactics. Everybody should know the formation and the plays by now. Has Pioli not taught any of these players working the midfield?
Guys, I'm sorry,
to work?
but Ruben Loftus-Cheek is our best midfielder.
100%, but he's stuck forward, so he can't do anything. He has
Right. So when he comes off, the game changes in the midfield.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was dead.
Huge.
I'll say this, Vinny. to both Vinnies. Tavernese, you said who was the flop for me? Hadley, he looked like a fish out of water. And every time he got the ball, it was always, okay, put it back. He got the one pass to Leao, which led to the Giroud goal, but it's like, okay, if you don't pass to Leao on that, you're an idiot. Exactly. But everything else, it was just always the static back pass, and it's like, dude, why are people praising you so much like you're the next Pirlo? You're not even next
Frank, I have to say, just to cut in, Rangers didn't show up either. He wasn't until the goal. Don't get me wrong, the goal was fantastic. And I'm going to say,
he gave up a bone.
Why wasn't he being marked? He wasn't being marked. They know that he can't shoot the ball on target.
You know what I keep on saying? I keep on saying about these kind of results, guys, is that we're complaining about this result and the performance.
I'm not complaining.
You know what I'm saying? We're being critical, but in the end, guys, if we end up passing this stage, if we end up beating Empoli somehow, like, we're not gonna be thinking about this bad performance today. Now, I get there are some things. If he would have managed the game the way he managed the game today against Liverpool, it wouldn't have passed today, right? So I'm
sorry to jump in. I'm not disappointed about today's game. Well, I am, but I'm looking at the next game. Czech is going to be a difficult environment. This team walked off of the pitch at the San Siro with smiles on their face. That's called grinta right there. We walked off with our shoulders like this and our heads down. So I am scared with only a 2-goal advantage after what we witnessed in our first performance in Europa League. You think I'm going to walk into the next game confident as fuck? I'm not.
I think we'll be okay. All you need is a
1-1 draw, buddy.
Yeah, through. That's what I'm okay with. Is us 2 goals ahead. They're gonna have to attack, and we're gonna have to counterattack. We can't control possession.
And as long as they don't match the score, match the score line, it ain't going extra time. So
Kim says we cannot, concede 2 goals against a 10-man. You know what? I don't have a problem with us conceding 2 goals because look, the goals were great. Second goal, Mike looked a bit weak on that one, but what bothers me is that a team in 10. The way they were pressing us, and to them it's like, you know what, let's give it our all because we need these goals. And it just seems that every single time we need to close out a game, we don't have an answer.
I don't think they were pressing at all.
No, they were. We were watching that game.
We were watching it,
even when they were at 11, they were playing 11 on 11.
They were playing counterattack. It was game.
It was counterpunching. So it's like, okay, give us what you got, and we'll come at you next.
Yeah.
And then they actually started to improve when they were countering when they were down a man. But that was because of, once again, 2 decent set pieces. Everything else was...
We even got France watching. Even them there, it's late in the night, Matt's live from France. So let me ask you guys that you were there. If you had to... If you were Pioli, would you have done something different? Because I know we'll like to blame Pioli. What would you have done?
Close out the game.
Close out the game. What would you have done as a different substitution? What would you have
done? Earlier, bring in him instead of Reinders. I was on a yellow, if I'm not mistaken.
Reinders was on a yellow, but they took him out for what? Jovic? And it's like, why are you putting on an extra attacker?
Yeah. So
when you have a 3-1, when you have a 3-2 lead, and they're down a man, like the way they started the second half was just.
Why did Gabbia come off?
They kept going on in the press, and then once Gabbia came off too, you could tell that.
Tomori came in, but why for Gabbia? That made no sense.
You could tell that Tomori is still, either give him the start or don't put him on at halftime for a guy who's been playing very well.
Kenny, do you agree?
Kier made a really, Kier in particular, there's one play right before the 4-2, terrible back pass that he just gave away, and it was just one of those
But why didn't he come off?
It's like the guy barely has the legs. He's on the wrong side of 30. He's 34. Come off of a knee injury. He's always had issues with injuries from when he was with Palermo all the way to Wolfsburg and everywhere in between. He's at that age now. It's time to start moving on. You want to put in Tomori, then shift Gabbia over.
Yeah.
Like the what made no sense to me was they took out Florenzi, they left Reinders in, who's on a yellow. It's like,
the thing that
Okay, so maybe a bit of blame on Pioli. Vinny, do you agree with your fellow Ontarians? No, you're from Manitoba. I'm just saying.
He's an honorary. He's an honorary one.
Honorary.
I'm a Torontonian at heart, 100%. Don't
He
worry.
went to George Brown, so he's allowed to be one of us.
There we go. 7 years in that beautiful city.
So, do you agree with them? Like, do you think just Pioli screwed this one up on the changes? I know it's still a 4-2 win, guys. I get it. I'm gonna repeat. I'm the hopeless romantic. I think we're going through. It is what it is. But Empoli. Now we look to Empoli on Sunday.
We're there. We bring the charm, buddy.
You know what? You guys brought the good luck today. You guys are gonna be watching the game on Sunday. That's what I believe.
Same seats too. Exact same seats we managed.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Vinny, man. Anything that you would have done differently, like Timmy and Facebook Rank were saying, Pioli wise, I know a lot of the conversation comes down to Pioli's decisions, or the decisions are there. It's up to the players to perform. Do you agree? For me, it's one of the rare times I'm like, I think he kind of screwed up on the substitutions, and it just wasn't executed well.
Well, there's two big things here, and I've said it multiple times. I guarantee if you've been watching Milan play for years, the last, I would say 4 years now, we really, really need to figure out why the hell we get scored on literally 1 to 3 minutes right after we score a goal. Now tell me this, Pioli hasn't brought this team back and said, okay, when we score a goal, we're going to form and sit back like this. And we're going to set up like this for the next 5 minutes to compose ourselves, let them play forward. And then once we've got the grasp of exactly tactically what they're going to do after a goal, then we regroup and we move forward with our game plan. I don't understand why the fuck we keep running into this issue. It happens almost every second game. I don't even celebrate goals anymore for 2 freaking reasons. Reason
right.
1, because of the VAR. Bravo, Vinny. And number 2, because literally a minute to 3 minutes later, when my heart is pumping like this and I'm walking back and forth in celebration, before I sit back down in this chair or wherever the hell I'm at, oh, goal! And then I'm affanculo ti esortita. That's what I have to say. And it's driving me bloody crazy because it happened again today. I got so excited about
that. But that was a beautiful goal from the other team, man. You can't say nothing
goals.
about that.
And 100%, but really, guys, the reason why that beautiful goal happened is because we didn't properly defend. We gave them a corner kick, and it happened off of a beautiful
I
goal.
think, what happens, Ponji's saying it. I think the problem with Milan is that goal, saying once in a lifetime kind of goal, and was a perfect shot, is that the way Milan has been performing when we get scored on, we became fragile. Thank God we were on 1 man up, it is what it is. But guys, look, I wanna finish this off on look at it. We got 56 live viewers. Let's finish up on a positive note. Facebook Frank, Timmy from TO. Are you guys recording a podcast for us? Like the adventures of Facebook Frank and Timmy and
Milan. Yeah, I wish. I have a lot of photos. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna upload it to a Google Drive. I'll share it with you guys. I'll share the link so you can see all the photos. We've been running around. We did 11.5 kilometers walking today. Like it was crazy. So we haven't really had much time. But
did you balance that with a nice beer in there? Like
we had 2 porchetta sandwiches, one on the way to the stadium, one leaving the stadium, and then we had a nice panino yesterday too, right? So
guys, that was the non-fat porchetta, right?
Gluten-free, lean.
Lean, gluten-free, GMO-free, everything, right? Yeah,
lean,
so you guys
no
are good.
Skin, no,
When's the
crispy skin.
Vinny, this is the greatest business idea. I'm gonna speak to some investors. The panino trucks, their food stands of just a shitload of paninos. I've never seen this in my life. It's the greatest thing. I was like, a pot of gold.
It was fantastic.
It was amazing.
The castagna. There's castagna. They're giving away. Have you tried those yet? The castagna that they make just in like some of the little.
No, we haven't tried it yet. No,
we passed it. Though.
We passed it. Though we're gonna get it Sunday. We're gonna
Sunday. Yeah, get there nice.
That's it. So Sunday, it's an earlier game for us. It's during the day.
In the afternoon for us.
Yeah.
New York, compadre Chichis.
You have to do the Salamella. We were gonna do that.
Mandatory at the
Franco from New York.
These are orders. These are orders from New York, guys. You can't fuck around. You can't turn your back. These are orders from New York live.
100%. We were actually going to do it Sunday, but now Franco even suggested it. It's 1,000%.
It's a direct order,
That's the
guys.
plan.
It's
That's
a
the
direct
plan.
order. You got to go from over there. Look,
That's
guys.
the plan.
You know what? This was a nice little quick a post-game reaction. Thank you to Vinny, and you know what? Thank you, Timmy and Facebook Frank, joining us. I'm gonna let you guys go back to bed in those beautiful drapes, guys. Look at those drapes. Look at those Italian Airbnb. Or were those drapes included in the Airbnb, guys?
Included. We even got complimentary espresso, complimentary taralli. We got it was great.
But guys, what's in store for you guys on Sunday? You're gonna get there nice and early. You're gonna send us some videos, some pictures. Don't get arrested, please.
No.
I know this time not to rush the balcony, so that's not going to happen this time.
Yeah. So Sunday we're just gonna probably do the game, and then
we're linking up with Colin Reddington from Milan Club Dublin.
Yeah, nice. You're gonna meet up with Colin.
We might actually say hello to he wants to introduce us to some of the guys from the Côte d'Azur kind of thing.
Colin's a good man. Colin, just make sure that you're having beer and
it costs me a lot of beer, man.
Colin's a good man. He's a good man. He's Irish. Make sure you keep up with him. Look at the beautiful community we created there. Vinny, we're not going to be in Italy on Sunday, but are you watching from? We're going to do a pre-game chat, right? Maybe Timmy and Frank, they're going to join the pre-game, give us some live
to air, straight from the sun. If you catch it, we'll probably be there probably an hour or two before the game, give or take. So if you guys do it within an hour or something, we can do live to air from the San Siro.
Definitely an hour and a half. Vinny, you're going to be there live from the mean streets of Winnipeg.
Yeah, fantastic.
Old streets of Winnipeg.
20 centimeters of snow in the last day and a half.
I love it how we've had it's been like spring. It's like 10 degrees. Oh my God. And Vinny's like, yeah, we had 20 centimeters of snow in the last day.
That's amazing.
You know what? What I always wonder, poor Vinny. I tell my parents, I go, Pa, our family, some of them went to Australia, some went to Argentina, some of them went to these nice warm. You decided to come to Montreal, and then I think about guys like Vinny. E dopo sono andato a Winnipeg, even worse, Winnipeg. Just give me snow all year round.
I think they were trying to get to British Calabria, but they went a little bit short.
That's the best thing I've ever heard in my life.
Guys,
two quick things. Happy birthday to Fab. Just want to
happy birthday, Fabio. Coast to coast this Saturday gonna come on.
And then Frank, Tim, please have a fantastic time out there and enjoy the next game. Go to Casa Milan, enjoy yourselves.
Yeah, we're doing all that.
We've got a long day ahead of us.
Plus, at the football team store, which is right behind the Duomo, they're actually going to have the legit Scudetto from 2021-2022. So we're going to go check that out as well.
May I ask, will you be scoping out 2XL or maybe 3XL shirts at the...
They don't have that in Italy.
No, exactly. Don't ask because you're going to be looked at like a weird people.
I got this off of worldsoccer.com.
Okay, yes, because I remember asking for Stevie P, "C'avete la 2X?" And they looked at me like I was like hey.
Remember the last black jersey I got for Stevie P? I sent it his way, 3XL. I got him an extra one. I said, "Here, bro, take it," because you can't find it anywhere.
Join the Patreon if you ever need hookups or people to help each other. That's what happens. Join the
exactly.
Guys, honestly, you guys go to bed. Vinny, go shovel some snow.
Man.
We shall see each other on Sunday. Thank you for joining. Ovunque e sempre. Forza Milan.
Ciao.
Take care, everybody.